Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we have a few repairs to do here. We're not going to wait on the Battle Master, but everything else, let's go ahead and get that done. So we're going to tick forward 4 days here. There we go, as well as getting the Orion done. But before we get that done, I want to hop into the mech bay because we know the Wolverine took some internal damage, right? Did Yang repair that? He must have. This isn't telling us that we need to do anything here. Okay, I just wanted to double check that. I knew we didn't get a crit, but Yang was able to repair that, so that's fine. We'll tick forward 1 more day here. We do have Coldfire injured, which is a little bit unfortunate. But let's go through here and give mech warriors who are not injured some training. A point of piloting for Coma. Wonderful. Anybody else?
Standing by.
I guess a point of piloting for Taboo. That'll be fine. Okay, we are now ready to deploy. So let's go ahead and do that quick. We are building up our funds here. Ooh, this one draws my attention with that 1.7 million C-bill max pay. This is a destroy base mission. That's spooky. Serious well-armed resistance. I think we want our Battle Master before we do this, if it's around. That'll be after the month tick. So I think we don't run this without the Battle Master. Salvage is not great here, so we might want to prioritize a little extra cash. You know what? Let's do it. Let's see, no free priority salvage. But we can do it like here, 1.4 million, 1 in 6 salvage. We're not that interested in salvage at this point. We've mostly, like I said a couple episodes ago, I'm mostly comfortable with where we're at. Now, Coldfire did take some injuries there, so we need someone else in the Wolverine. I don't think we have anyone with affinities for that. Actually, Panzer has Wolverine affinities. Perfect. Let's go. So this is a battle in the tundra. That's going to be really good for us. Now, it's very possible that we're up against as many as 3 lances in a battle mission. We'll see. But I do expect this to be a 1-episode mission. So hopefully that is indeed the case. The real question is, are they going to drop a heavy bomber or 3 right on top of us like they have in some of the previous battle missions that we've done? That's always slightly irritating when they do that. But hopefully we will not have that. I am expecting at least 2 lances. If it's only a single enemy lance, I'm going to be kind of disappointed, but glad that I went for extra cash in that case. If it's extra bonus lances, well, in that case, we might be a little bit sad about our salvage, but we'll see. I usually prefer to prioritize salvage over cash, but we need to destroy enemy units. Satellite surveillance pictures show that a heavy lance was inserted onto the planet's surface by a Davian dropship. Currently, we believe that they're securing their LZ, preparing for whatever operation they have planned. Before they finish securing the area, we'd like you to interrupt them. They're heavily armed, so expect a strong resistance. If they just sat down, they may not be battle ready. We might catch them with their metaphorical pants down. Perhaps, but probably not.
Command interface initiated.
Okay. Expect serious resistance. We do have allies. Okay. This looks suspiciously like an ambush. Oh yeah. This looks like an ambush to me. So where do we want to take the ambush? Honestly, anywhere over here is probably fine. We can move into these trees. I like it. Let's give it a go. What do we got? Technically, I should have moved this mech in, but that's fine.
Cold might help with our heat dispersal.
Our allies have a Thunderbolt, a Quick Draw, a Centurion, and a Savage Wolf.
Good to go,
Okay.
Commander.
Well, that's awkward. They immediately hit with the barrage there. Who fired that? Ah, I see. Okay. I see how they're laid out here. So we've got a Viper, a Cataphract, some form of a, like, main battle tank type vehicle there. We've got a sprint scout helicopter. We've got a rifleman. We've got a second rifleman. We've got a, looks like a missile carrier. Interesting. Some sort of a missile carrier there and a Thunderbolt.
Waiting for orders.
So we need to make our way out of this barrage, obviously. We're going to step up to here, and let's take a look at our hit odds. On the sprint, it's probably going to be decent, actually. Yeah, it is indeed. Better on the sprint. We're going to pot shot this. If we hit this with either heavy PPC, which we have almost a 50-50 chance, then we are going to shoot down that sprint. And that's a hit. Fantastic. Sprint is down.
Enemy vehicle eliminated.
No more tag for them. A little bit of damage into that Viper. I don't hate that.
Yeah?
Our Wolverine is probably going to... The issue is we could head out over this way or up over this way. Either way kind of drops off our LOS. We're going to hop over here with the Wolverine and fire on that Viper. Hit odds aren't great, but let's see what we can get. He's running an AMS. That's good to know. Phase 19, our friend the Centurion moves up. Fires on their missile carrier. Doesn't really do very much. Okay. Where are they going to move? It's going to be this guy. They're cataphract, right? I think that's a cataphract, if I remember correctly.
What's up, boss?
Our Orion has the same LOS issues. We're actually going to hop out. We have 2 turns to get out. We're going to hop out over this way.
Double time.
I'd like to engage these guys with our faster moving heavies. And we'll just pot shot this Viper for now. It has taken some damage.
Roger that.
That's a structure exposure. Okay. Phase 18, a rifleman moves up. Fires on our friend the Quick Draw, gets nothing out of it. Sounds good.
Need something, Chief?
Our Hector is going to continue to climb this hill. We do have 2 turns to get out of here, remember. So we're going to position here. And we're going to continue to fire on that Viper. This is still just pot shotting. But we could theoretically kill the Viper, depending on what's in that torso. Okay. That Viper has taken quite a lot of damage. Our Salamander is going to be the one that is, I think, the hardest pressed to get out of here in time. We're going to position it here. We are going to sprint it. And I think we fire over here with our Arrow 4s. That's where they're most clustered. So we're going to go ahead and fire on their missile carrier. Is this their missile carrier? A 7%. Okay. That's fine. With indirect, we should, in theory, hit something over here. Okay, we'll call it good. Phase 17, that's going to be their... Actually, this is our friend, the Savage Wolf, moving. Firing on that Rifleman and getting... surprisingly, a lot of missile hits there. We'll take it. Keep in mind this is still round 1, and so we don't have sensors. We're going to be doing a lot more damage next round.
Good to go.
Okay, our Madcap Mark II is going to pop over here. Our LOS loss is here, not here. So in theory, we can fire on the Viper or on the Thunderbolt. Hit odds are better on the Thunderbolt, and this is a clearer LOS, so we're going to take this.
Engaging.
We did hit one of those Gauss on the Thunderbolt. That's fine.
Aye, aye.
The Black Knight is going to make his way over this way for right now.
Border confirmed.
We're going to fire on that Viper. Hit odds aren't the greatest, but we're right in that weak side.
Roger that.
We did take out an ER medium laser there, so, I mean, that's 30 damage off the field, I guess. Thunderbolt moves up, fires on that Viper, and hits with that AC-10. And some of those rockets as well. Cool. Phase 12, they are going to move their missile carrier. We'll see what it's carrying. Actually, we don't see what it's carrying. It just moved and did not fire.
I'm your spaniel.
Our boar's head is going to step up to... We can't see everything from this position, but we're going to step up to here. And I'm thinking about firing over here with the sniper artillery. Yeah, let's keep doing this.
Confirmed.
Okay. Some armor shred there. We'll take it. Ah, they're MBT. Yes, I kind of forgot about that guy. Rocking some indirect internal damage weapons. That's a Brutus support tank. Okay. No, not an MBT at all. A little bit of damage into that Viper. The Viper will move soon, though. Phase 18. Okay. Phase 21 is this Rifleman. See what he does. Adorable. Okay.
Good to go.
Our Awesome is going to step forward over, I think, honestly, over here. And we're kind of turning our back to the Viper. Thunderbolt, we have good hit odds on. Rifleman, we actually have the same hit odds on. The Brutus, we have slightly worse hit odds on. So we're going to hit the Thunderbolt and go ahead and do a big ol' armor strip here with the rockets if we can.
Confirmed.
We did miss one of those PPCs, which is unfortunate, but it's fine.
I am out of short-range missiles.
Yes, indeed you are. Okay, phase 20 is the Cataphract. Steps forward. Does some damage to the Wolverine there, but it does miss its autocannon, which is nice.
I'm here.
The Wolverine is going to close in, like, here.
Let's move.
We're also going to... I was going to Vigilance. We don't have the resolve for it. We're going to fire on that Viper, and we're just going to look to get the kill on it, ideally.
Confirmed.
It's not really the hits we needed, but the pilot ejects nonetheless. We'll take it. Phase 19 is the Thunderbolt. It's probably going to step backward. I was going to step it forward if it was me. I would have tried to make for this cover.
I've got eyes on hostile reinforcements. They're heading your way.
You just figure that out, Darius? Welcome to the party.
Standing by.
We're going to move up with our Orion.
Out.
Of course, we have to get out of this barrage, but that's fine. The Brutus, we have good hit odds on. We have better hit odds on that MRM carrier. Even better on the Rifleman. Our best hit odds are indeed on this Rifleman. Technically, we should fire the heavy rotary in, like, X2 mode here. I'm going to save the Rocket 20s, though. Okay. Good hits there. Thunderbolt moves up. Fires on the Cataphract. That's what I was hoping for. It did miss its autocannon. But a few of those missiles finding their mark. Technically, those are rockets, not missiles. Ooh, that's a solid hit on that Rifleman. I like that. The Rifleman moves next phase.
Commander.
We would like to take advantage of this if at all possible. Unfortunately, that's not really possible. What we're going to do is we're going to sprint up over this way with the Black Knight and hit the Cataphract.
Engage target.
Good armor shred. Actually, that's a structure exposure and an unsteady Cataphract.
Critical hit.
That's a huge deal. Savage Wolf moves up. It should go for the Cataphract, absolutely. That's just free. It shut down for that, but that's worthwhile in my book anyway, as far as I'm concerned. The Rifleman moves up. It is no longer unsteady, and it does fire on the Savage Wolf. That's fine. We don't care about the Savage Wolf. The Hector is actually going to position over here.
Move into position.
And we're going to hit that Cataphract super hard.
Target acquired.
That'll be a knockdown.
Confirm.
At this point, the Salamander is going to get out of the barrage zone.
Order acknowledged.
And I'd like to fire on the Rifleman with the Arrow 4 here. Do it.
Affirmative.
Solid hits there. Got some splash damage. MRM carrier moves up, fires on the Orion. We always knew that that was a danger. Can see here, triple MRM 30s. Yep, it's going to be a thing.
Receiving you.
The Madcat Mark II is going to step forward out of the barrage area, and we're going to eliminate that cataphract. Finish him.
Fire.
One dead cataphract.
One less target.
Excellent. Phase 14 is going to be the Brutus. The Orion is the danger point here right now. They're actually going for the shutdown Savage Wolf. I'm very okay with this.
Yes,
Our
Commander.
Boar's Head is going to step forward to here.
Moving to position.
And I'd love to fire on that Thunderbolt. Just thinking here. This is all 5 of their remaining units. So we don't have to worry about anything flanking us up here anymore. I'm going to go for the MRM carrier. It's not the most efficient target, and I guess that was a wild miss, but we hit the rifleman. Sure. Barrage going off over here. That's to be expected. Who do they move? Phase 21, it's this rifleman. Again, the Orion is in a bit of danger. That could have been way worse. We got decent rolls there.
Minimal damage on that hit.
Phase 20 is going to be this Centurion. Fires on the Thunderbolt, gets a little bit of missile damage in there, I guess. That's fine.
Awaiting orders.
Our Black Knight is going to close in as much as possible. This gives us visuals on everyone here, and honestly, I think the biggest threat right now is this MRM carrier. And it should also be pretty softened up. Yeah, light him up. That should be a kill. Fantastic.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
The helicopter that we shot down is still flying over there. Slight visual bug there, but no big deal. The Wolverine is just going to close in over this way. It can't get into LOS, so that's all it will do.
Let's do this.
The Awesome is going to step up,
Roger.
and let's look at these hit odds. We can remove the Rifleman from the field, and that's what we'll do.
Let's hit 'em
Or at the very
hard.
least, knock it down.
Scored a critical hit. I am out of SRMs.
That Rifleman has so little left, it should eject,
Battle mech power-up detected.
but it did not. It really should have ejected. Enemy Thunderbolt going for our unsteady Orion. That's not surprising. That moves in round 15 at
Light
this point.
damage. Holding firm.
Nothing I can't handle.
Okay, the Madcat Mark II is out of LOS. It can sprint forward to here. LOS block there is where exactly? I want to say it's right here on the Orion. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually not going to move the Madcat Mark II just yet. And we're going to step up with the Salamander.
Move order received.
And I think the Salamander is going to go for this Rifleman back here. I'd like to get some armor shred back
Here
there.
we go.
That'll do. We're going to reserve the Madcat Mark II because I want to move out of the way with the Orion first. The Hector can move up, and this gives us a free shot at this Rifleman. This is absolutely free.
Confirm.
One dead Rifleman.
Hostile removed.
Fantastic. The Brutus moves now. It's unfortunate that it's before the Orion, but we'll see what it does. It could get a knockdown here, but it fired on the Centurion instead. I'm fine with this. The Orion is simply going to step forward a tiny bit,
Acknowledged.
and we're going to Vigilance it. Checking hit odds here. I think we're going to go for this Rifleman. This is a harder to hit Rifleman, given our current positionings. And we're just going to Warlord and nuke it. That'll be a knockdown for sure. Arm destruction.
Think I hit. I'm out of short-range missiles.
We got a head hit in there, too. Okay, so that rifleman is knocked down. The Thunderbolt moves up, fires at their Thunderbolt. Not ideal, but it'll be fine.
Waiting for orders.
Our Madcap Mark II is, of course, going to sprint forward to here, where we now have clear LOS at this knocked down rifleman, or clear-ish. And this should be a kill unless we roll poorly, which we could do. It's not a guaranteed kill, and we did indeed roll poorly there. Okay. Well, the Boar's Head will move forward over here. We're going to position here. And we're going to fire on this Thunderbolt. I would like to fire in direct mode here, but I think I'm just not going to fire the sniper artillery for right now.
Engaging.
Good armor shred on it. We got a head hit as well. The quick draw moves up. Does not fire.
Receiving you.
That's, not what I would have done, but okay. We're going to fire on this rifleman. Unfortunately, our rotary AC-5 is still jammed, but that should be enough, I think.
Him up good. That hit something good.
Surprisingly, 80 damage into this arc was not enough to do anything, really. That does surprise me.
Standing by.
The Wolverine is going to move up over here, and the only one that it can actually hit is the Thunderbolt. We'll give that a go. Building up some instability there, but the Thunderbolt will move fairly soon. Ooh, that Centurion hit was solid, though. That was a really good hit.
Waiting for
Okay.
orders.
Our Hector's going to move up. It can only hit the Thunderbolt. And with that Centurion hit, this is a much easier shot.
Roger that.
Nice.
Take this.
Okay, so who moves next? It's the Savage Wolf, and that's a kill. That Rifleman is down. Fantastic. And finally,
Yep.
we're just going to... Oh yeah, I forgot about the Brutus for a moment there. We're just going to step up over here, and I think we're going to fire the Aeroforce at the Thunderbolt. I'm interested in a knockdown there. That's a knockdown, all right. That's a lot of damage into that Thunderbolt. In ejection. That's about right. He should have ejected there. So we're going to move up now with our Black Knight, and we will position to hit this Brutus's side arc. The Brutus is fairly fresh here. Fairly fresh indeed. The Awesome is going to sprint forward here, but it can't actually get into LOS. So we'll just sink some heat. Our friend the Thunderbolt moves up, does nothing, and let's see what the Brutus decides to do here. It could do a lot in theory. But it decides to fire on the quick draw.
Ready to get it on.
I strongly disagree with that choice. But okay. The Madcap Mark II can't get in LOS, so it's going to sprint forward and sink a little heat.
I'm here.
The Boar's Head maybe could get into LOS. Not quite. So it will sprint forward and sink heat. Okay.
I'm here.
The Wolverine absolutely should be able to get into LOS, right? Yeah, it can.
Copy that.
I'm going to Vigilance it because the Wolverine could be vulnerable to this Brutus.
Okay, I'm on it.
Okay. Quick Draw moves up, does not fire.
Yes, boss.
The Awesome... I'm surprised we don't really have better LOS from this ridge, but right at the edge here we do have LOS.
Just running.
So we will fire on this Brutus.
Engaging weak target.
Getting some damage in there, but not the best. Centurion firing on the Brutus as well. Getting those missiles in. I like it.
Standing by.
Black Knight can actually move in for a melee attack, and that would actually be a charge. I don't like it. We're going to just position side arc like so.
We'll go.
And let's see what we get. That'll be a kill. Nice. we're not going to get too much from salvage from this, but that's fine. We honestly don't really want too much from what we were seeing there.
Successful.
No concerns at all. No real pilot injuries, no real major damage either. We did quite well there. Walking away with that healthy profit. Always good to see. Yep, 1.1 million just from our payment there. That's great. A little bit of armor damage to the Wolverine, but honestly not too much else. So let's see. Do we want a Brutus support vehicle? That's 900k. That might be our best option. Or we could grab another MRM-30. And I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to take that and call that good for now. Improved MRM ammo and double MRM ammo. Those would be nice to have as well. But we only have the one priority salvage. So there we go. Engine Core 260. We actually don't have one of those in stock. Otherwise, we're going to keep all of that. Excellent. And we might get rid of some of those. Well, we're definitely going to get rid of the Brutus part eventually. But some of those others we'll get rid of as well. It is about time to put a cut in here. So once we know what that's going to cost, I'll go ahead and do that. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And let's see what Yang thinks this is going to cost. At least when he gets around to calculating that. Any moment now, Yang. You can do it. Maybe. Maybe Yang can do it. There we go. Let's see what we've got. 83k, 12 days. Go ahead and do that. That cut is going to be going in now, and I will see you all. I kind of messed this up. That's exciting. Let me try that one again. That cut is going to be going in now, and I will see you all next time.